जय श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी। ऑनलाइन उपस्थित विश्व के सभी साधकों का सुबह के ध्यान सत्र में हार्दिक स्वागत है। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी को वंदन करके हम सब ध्यान की स्थिति में बैठते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आज का ध्यान सत्र शुरू करने की कृपया अनुमति प्रदान कीजिए। सामूहिक बंधन। अपना चित्त हृदय में लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे हृदय में विराजिए। श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में हमारा हृदय निर्मल, शुद्ध एवं विशाल बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी आपकी कृपा में हम केवल शुद्ध आत्मा हैं। तीन महामंत्र तत्पश्चात श्री गणेश मंत्र।
सरस्वती साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
जय श्री माता जी। संतुलन करने हेतु अपना राइट हैंड पृथ्वी तत्व पर रखते हैं। चित्त इड़ा नाड़ी पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के इड़ा नाड़ी पर तमोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व भूमि तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर सामूहिकता की इड़ा नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। राइट हैंड गोद में, लेफ्ट हैंड आकाश की तरफ। चित्त पिंगला नाड़ी पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के पिंगला नाड़ी पर रजोगुण के सभी बाधक तत्व, अतिरिक्त उष्णता, भविष्य के विचार, अहंकार आकाश तत्व में विलीन कर दीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर सामूहिकता की पिंगला नाड़ी शुद्ध कर दीजिए। लेफ्ट हैंड गोद में। अपना चित्त मध्य नाड़ी और सहस्रार पर। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें संतुलन दीजिए, हमें वर्तमान में रखिए। अपना चित्त मूलाधार चक्र पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, आपकी कृपा में सामूहिकता के मूलाधार चक्र पर गणेश तत्व स्थापित कीजिए, कार्यान्वित कीजिए। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें बालक जैसे अबोध बनाइए, हमें सुबुद्धि दीजिए। चित्त मूलाधार पर श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कुंडलिनी गौरी माता साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। अपना चित्त मध्य मार्ग से सहस्रार पर लाते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपावंत होकर आप हमारे सहस्रार पर विराजिए। श्री माता जी, हम सब अपना अहंकार और प्रति अहंकार आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें निर्विचारिता प्रदान कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी, कृपा कर हमें निर्विचार निर्विकल्प ध्यान में स्थित कीजिए। जय श्री माता जी। इसी ध्यान की स्थिति में अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं। श्री गणेश पूजा टॉक कबेला 1995 भाग पहला।
With all the Ganpatis sitting around me and you all the Ganas sitting in front of me. I don't know what to say. It's remarkable, very remarkable, because most of you come from a culture which has never shown any respect of Sri Ganesha. They never realized how important it was. That without Sri Ganesha's qualities, we cannot achieve anything in our life. The idea of everyday, moment to moment enjoyment has destroyed them. And also the desire to know the divine. I am Rala as well. Vanishes also in the thin air. Because you get lost into this moment to moment enjoyment till you get destructive, completely destroyed. But I really don't understand how you have achieved this state where you see the purity is so important to life. That Ganesha's qualities, his value system, and his innocence to be imbibed. I feel very gratified that such a thing has happened now in your lives. And you all are so much in praise for Sri Ganesha. Sri Ganesha is there from our childhood. Yesterday you saw the children, how they were so beautiful and entertained us the most. Everybody had a smile on their face. And I said, don't laugh, because if you laugh, they feel a little often offended and they think that you are laughing at them. The enjoyment that we had from that drama of children was more than what one would expect from adults doing that kind of a drama just to entertain us. It might be some sort of a very subtle joy of Sri Ganesha that made us so happy. We all have Sri Ganesh settled very nicely within ourselves, and in you awakened. Awakened in such a manner that in your free will also you do not want to do things that will go against Sri Ganesha. His manifestation within you is so evident. You see your faces, they are so beautifully shining, so very different from other people. One day I was traveling from London, and there was one Indian lady who came to see me. And she said, I was surprised to see your disciples. Their faces were shining with such light. I've never seen any disciples like that. I asked her, who are you? She said, I'm married in Guru Nanak's family. And all the people in his family are just the opposite what Sri Guru Nanaka was. So I said because they worship Sri Ganesha. So she said that in our family nobody worships Sri Ganesh. I said it cannot be possible. How is it? No, they believe in Nirakar, the formless God of Chaitanya. I said, but who is the source of that Chaitanya? Why don't they find out who is the source? So they said that Nanaka has only talked up to this point. He has not talked about the source. I said, better find out. Because in this book, maybe some things have been taken away. And then somebody gave me a passage where he had described the innocence, the deity of Sri Ganesha also. He had described that the whole creation was done by the mother and not by the father. It's very surprising because Nirakaris, those people who don't believe in the forms of God, always talk of father, not of the mother. It is true also about Christianity, also about Islam, also about the Jews. All of them, they talk of the father and not of the mother, nor about Sri Ganesh. It seems in the ancient time, they believed in child God, even in China, even in Greece, and also in many other countries who were supposed to be primitive. But they all believed in the child God. So now, when we deal with our children, we should know that they are just like Sri Ganesh. They are very innocent, very simple, except in cases sometimes they are affected by some things and they lose their moorings. But Sri Ganesha's greatest contribution to Sahajayoga is that he makes you feel my vibration. He makes you feel the beauty of purity and simplicity. Only possible if Sri Ganesha is awakened within you. Also, the Kundalini won't rise without the sanction of this Chancellor. He is the one sitting on Muladhara. But you should know he is on every chakra. Innocence cures all the maladies, physical, mental, emotional, especially the spiritual. But Sri Ganesha's quality, the most important, is that he believes in emitting vibration. He believes in projecting his vibrations to everyone. That is the quality now I feel all of you as Sahajogis can use. You got your realization without any effort, I should say. It was such. The life before self-realization was different. You got your transformation and you have jumped into the new era of, as I say, of meta-science. But here now we have to see, whatever we have got, what are we to do with it? You of course know that you have to give realizations to others. You have to cure people, you have to love them and you have to be compassionate. But apart from that, now the deliberations about yourself have to start. That is through Sri Ganesha's powers that are within you. You should see that you can emit your powers, your energy to others. You can project it to others. Now, for example, if somebody comes to you, meets you, if you know how to deliberately project your energy, this is a new type of meditation you have to practice. That to emit your energy, project your energy to others. You don't have to say anything, you don't have to talk, but just feel deliberately, again I say deliberately. It's not surge, it's not spontaneous. This is what you have to practice, is to emit your energy of your innocence of Sri Ganesha to others. So when they see you, their innocence would be awakened. Now, for example, say we had some problems in London, and Sahajogis told me, Mother, there are still, some men are looking at us, and some said that there are many women who are looking at us. It was a mutual sort of a thing going on. I said, you can project your energy in such a manner that that projection will stop all this kind of stupid behavior of other people, and also make them understand, respect you, and feel your dignity. Not very difficult. But on the contrary, as the culture is to attract men and attract women, it will diminish. The energy will diminish. When you feel your own dignity and serenity, and that you are now self-realized people, you are not ordinary people. A kind of majestic personality develops within you. That majestic personality really can have a tremendous effect on the surrounding people. Tremendous. It's a kind of a deliberate projection you should start. I don't know that side, that how to project it or how to deliberately do it. It's just spontaneous with me. It just happens. But you can achieve it yourself with little practice. Try to face such people with not disdain or contempt, but just your majestic personality. This personality, see, is here now, you see, is sitting in such a majestic manner, and is also giving the vibrations to others. The whole figure is doing something suddenly to people. To expect that the whole world will change spontaneously is, I don't think, is all right. Because the world is so chaotic, full of so much chaos, so much ego, so much conditioning. But something within you can rise above others with your sense of dignity, with your complete selfhood, where you stand with yourself. You are not to be rude, you are not to be egoistical. You need not say things if you don't want to say anything. Just that silent personality can emit such beautiful vibrations which you have. You have stored up a lot of vibrations with yourself. And this storing up is showing on your faces, which I said are shining. But the innocence that you have, you have to be proud of it. Very much proud of it. Even now, sometimes you feel that people will say you are not properly dressed up, or maybe you are ugly looking, or all kinds of things that they expect every other person to be. It's a funny thing that in this world, all human beings expect others to be very good. Everybody should be a hero or something. What about themselves? They never think. So now you have become heroes in the sense that spiritually you are much higher than all of them. So this projection, when it starts, I am saying again, deliberate. Then you should not be afraid that I'll develop my ego. You should not be afraid that I'll get some conditioning. But just in a way, with the understanding that you have these powers within you beautifully expressing themselves, as a child does. You see, if there's one child, it can entertain at least 100 people. What is so sweet about the child is the innocence, the way he speaks, the way he talks, the way he behaves, the way he expresses his love is so simple, but it has something in the essence, this innocence of Sri Ganesha. Anywhere there's a question of children, the whole world gets worried about it. The whole world wants to solve the problem. If a child is in trouble, anywhere, all over the world, it will be circulated that such and such thing is happening to such a child. And everybody will be worried. If they see a child anywhere, the faces change. You see the faces. The expression changes automatically, because that child is emitting that innocence without any deliberations, without any special way of doing it, but just spontaneously. But then you grow. You start growing with others who are also not innocent. You have to meet them. You can't run away from the society. You start getting all the rapport with such people who are talking about things, actually those who are criticizing Sri Ganesha. Gradually your innocence starts dying out. And you feel sometimes inferior to all those who are supposed to be very great warriors against innocence. In the sense that when I was in London, I saw they all used to laugh at me because I had this kumkum. But I used to think they don't know why I am wearing it. So ignorant they are. Very ignorant people that they don't know in India. All the married women have to wear this. Even the Muslims wear that. They also wear Mangal Sutra. So I said that this is just written down on my head that I am a married woman, is just to tell people that don't bother me. I've got my husband behind me and he can take you to task. This kind of ignorance is so much in the West, and still they think they are a higher race, they are greater people. They don't know even small things about life. For the innocence, I think they have lost any knowledge about it long time back. And that's how it is a society today which is absolutely lost its own moorings. Every individual is separate, every individual is doing something, and they don't know each other. Without innocence, you cannot have a rapport with other people. Because that means you have some sort of a lust or greed behind the whole thing. So much so now, it's become so boring, the whole thing, that even once I told a Sahajayogi that if you are going there, there's a family and they have a daughter, so just give this present to her. Simple thing. Now this yogi was quite an elderly person, not a young boy. He said, Mother, I better not go. I said, why? Because they will misunderstand. What will they misunderstand? Why am I giving a present to this girl? I said, but I am giving. What is the harm? No, that's the psychology. He was himself a psychologist. That's the psychology. So I cannot take this present for that girl. I mean, for Indians, you don't understand this kind of a fear. But then I noticed it's too much, that they don't want to be with any woman. They don't want to be alone with any woman. And they said, Mother, you don't know these women. They will make a rape case against us. But how? They do. So the whole idea is to challenge the innocence of people. For that I must say, they made this Freud into a god. Because of his writings, I don't know how they accept also such writing. Can't understand how they accept, because I think they have no idea as to what they are. Somebody asked me about Freud, then what did he say? Why people are so much against? Why are you so against? I said, he said that there's a bad relationship between the mother and the son. He just jumped. He said so. My goodness, thank God he never came to India. Otherwise, we would have cut him into pieces and put them in the Indian Sea. I said, but why spoil the purity of Indian Sea also? He was so annoyed and angry. He said, how could they tolerate such a nonsense? How could they accept such a nonsense against the mother? They have no purity. I said, that's the trouble with them. Now the trouble is that the brain developed too much. Ego developed too much, and any such stupid idea, it's much worse than stupid, was accepted. And that is how I find it so boring. Every time, anywhere you go, it's nothing but this sex business is too much. I can't understand how people go on tolerating. It's all right, at the most, in some films, adult films, you might show some nonsense. But every time you see something, you find suddenly this kind of a nonsensical scene is coming, this bedroom scenes, this is. And people like it. They pay for it. They want to have all aspects of it. It is such a natural thing. What is there to talk about it all the time? I don't understand. It's only the development of the brain of such a manner that every kind of nonsense it wants to accept. So what? What's wrong? You are mad. That's what you go to lunatic asylum. Lunatics also talk like that. What? So what's wrong? Same way. Because of such acceptance, they don't know how much people have ruined their family life, their children's life. In every way, we find the whole society is full of this nonsense. And especially in the television, Italy especially. I mean, certain buttons you should not press. You should be very careful. Otherwise, you don't know what you face and you go for vomiting. You see, as Indians, first reaction is to vomit. But for people who have not yet realized the value of this innocence, can be easily taken up by this kind of nonsense that's going on. Whatever it is, through the blessings of Sri Ganesha, you are all transformed. You are on a different line. Yesterday these two musicians were surprised how you were praising Ganesha. They couldn't believe it. How could you praise Sri Ganesh? Because you have not even heard the name of Sri Ganesha before. I said, they see what Sri Ganesha has done to them. How he has made their attention so beautiful that they enjoy all the beautiful things of the world, all the innocent things of the world. And there are many people, I can tell you, who are struggling. Not that all the societies accepted this nonsense. There are many who are struggling, because I know in England they published a book about what children have to say about the politicians. Very sweet, sweet things, very sweet. And those books were published, were 5,000 books, because if you publish 5,000, you get it cheaper or something like that. And in one day, all the books were sold out. In one day. That shows that there are so many people still who are respecting their innocence. And they want to be innocent, and they want to enjoy it. But a society has to be created of that kind. For that, you must have a kind of a personality. You know that I was in London, and once I went to Greece. And the ministers' wives also came to meet me. I was surprised. Normally they don't do. So they said, you see, our husbands told us, if you want to see serenity personified, then you must see Mrs. Srivastava. I was surprised. In Greece they are talking of serenity. In these modern times, anybody talking about purity? I just couldn't understand, but I felt at the back of their mind, their tradition, whatever it is, these men could see that simple thing in me, and they went and told them. And they all enjoyed my company very much. I was making them laugh and telling them things and all that. And one of them then turned around and said, Mrs. Srivastava, you're just like a child. I said, really? No, we enjoyed your company so much. And when I was coming, they were in tears. So what I'm saying, that whatever innocent personality you have to project now. To project towards others. Say, somebody trying to be funny with you. Just with one glance, you can put that person right. You don't like it. Just to say you don't like it, in a way, that's a projection. Around your society, around where you are working, you will also find people who have no sense of innocence. And it's disgusting to be with them. But as you have powers, you must use, is to project. I see with Sahajogis, they don't even cure people. They'll tell me, Mother, he is to be cured, that is to be done. But you are so many, why do you need me to do that now? You all can cure a patient, you can help the patient. Why can't you do it? What is the need for me to do it? You have those qualities within you because potentially you had them before, and now they are enlightened through the grace of Sri Ganesha. Now what you have to do is to assert them. In that, of course, you must remember not to use your ego, not to use your mind. So somebody would say that, Mother, without mind, how can you impress others? How can you have a rapport with others? It's very simple. Just go thoughtless. Once you are thoughtless, you are in the realm of the divine. And then the divine takes charge. And it will start emitting such beautiful vibrations that you will be amazed at yourself how things are working out. It is not a coincidence, we should say. Like once I was going somewhere and they told me that you have to be very careful. I said, why? Because in the night, you see, these Naxalites are here and they might just kill you. I said, it's all right. He said, no, it's very late, you be careful. So, the gentleman with me was very much worried. He said, take out your ornaments, everything. He put them under the seat and did all. So, as soon as we reached that place where many Naxalites were standing, with their lanterns and with their sticks. So I told the driver that for 1 minute you stop the car. He said, no, I will not. No, you stop. I looked at them and I don't know what happened. They just moved on. I said, now speed up the car. You see, it is the power that you have unless and until you use this power of love and compassion, you will not know what you have got. And that comes from your Shri Ganesha. You see how children understand love. If you are nice to them, how they react. Maybe sometimes they do not. But 99% children I have seen, they really react to love. In our school in Dharamshala, there were 2 children and they were very troublesome to begin with. And the parents were worried about them. They sent them to Dharamshala, and otherwise they were very demanding, as the modern children are. You buy this, you buy that, go here, we want McDonald's, this, that was going on. When they went to the school for 1 year, they came back, and the parents asked them, what do you want? So we don't want anything. Don't want anything. Want to go to McDonald's? They were American. No, we don't want to go to McDonald's. We want to sit here and watch mother's videos. They said, this suddenly what has happened to them? They were so troublesome. Why are they now so much changed? What's the matter with them? So then they said, what about food? Whatever you cook, we'll eat, we are not bothered. They were amazed how these children had changed. Then they said, but we must go out somewhere. We must see the river, we must see the mountain. All right, that will do. Then again they came home. No demands, nothing. They didn't want to go for any shopping or asking for any shirts or blouse or nothing. Very much satisfied, dignified. So they said, what's the matter with you? You don't want anything. No, we want something, but we don't know how to tell you. I said, what is it? Because you don't have that. You can't get it in the market. But what is it? He said, can you get us a pendant of Sri Mataji? So sweetly, they said. That's all. But they said, you don't have? No, we don't have any. So you just get us the pendant of Sri Mataji. That's all. I mean, so deep expression. We don't want anything else. I mean, I know the children, I've met them, but I've not been with them for a long time. I've never been so close to them, nothing. But look at the love that they have. And they were telling me in the school in the beginning that anybody was to trouble us, we said, now we are going to inform Sri Mataji. No, don't inform her. Why? Because she will not love me anymore. Can you imagine? The value of my love is so much understood by these little children, and so much they admire, they want it. It has no material gain by that, nothing. All this really shows that Christ, as he has said it, that you have to be like small children to enter into the kingdom of God. Without that, you cannot enjoy anything. Like yesterday's program was really, I must say, these Swiss have worked very hard. They're very hard working, I know, but not to this extent. That they started singing Indian music so well in such a combination of And we all enjoyed all that very much. Now imagine these space, you see, who are overactive always, working, I don't know. They have no time to think about creating something innocent, creating something sweet of this kind. And the way they did it, I mean, shows really that they love Sri Ganesha and they understand the value of Sri Ganesha's manifestation in them. I was really surprised how they could learn all this Indian music and so many sitting together, singing that song. And there were some Indians, I said, can you sing like this? They said, no. I said, look at this face. This is the power of Sri Ganesha's love. Because they were to celebrate Sri Ganesha's birthday, so they got equipped from within. But if they had not projected it, there would have been nothing. So whatever he is giving you, whatever he is creating in you, this beautiful innocence, this beautiful fragrance of your living, every moment, when you are enjoying it, also know that we have to give it to others. We have to.
जय श्री माता जी। श्री आदिशक्ति मंत्र। ओम त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः। आरती की तैयारी करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आज का सामूहिक ध्यान हम आपके श्री चरणों पर समर्पित करते हैं। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमारे अंदर श्री गणेश की शक्ति जागृत कीजिए। कृपा कर हमें अबोध बनाइए, हमें सुबुद्धि दीजिए। श्री माताजी, कृपा कर सारे विश्व में मंगलता, पवित्रता स्थापित कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमारे सारे दोष, बाधा, क्रोध, आक्रामकता, बुरी आदतें नष्ट कीजिए। हमें संतुलन में रखिए, हमें सहज के मर्यादा में रखिए, हमें विवेकशील बनाइए। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, कृपा कर हमें प्रेम और करुणा की शक्ति से आशीर्वादित कीजिए। श्री गणेश के सारे गुण हमारे अंदर स्थापित कीजिए। परम पूज्य श्री माताजी, आपके श्री चरणों पर हमारा कोटि कोटि नमन, कोटि कोटि नमन, अनंत कोटि नमन। जय श्री माताजी। सामूहिक बंधन लेते हैं। जय श्री माता जी। आज के कार्यक्रम, आज शाम का ध्यान ठीक 7 बजे प्रतिष्ठान पुणे यूट्यूब चैनल पर लाइव प्रसारित होगा। आज का ध्यान सत्र यहीं पे संपन्न होता है। अब हम सहज संगीत का आनंद लेते हैं। आज का दिन सबके लिए आनंदमय, मंगलमय हो। जय श्री माता जी।
रे सा धा 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 नी रे सा धा नि सा रे गा ग ग ग ग मा रे सा मा पा मा पा धा 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 नी सा सा धा 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 नी पा नी पा मा पा गा रे सा धा 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 नी रे सा। गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, सुन लो अर्ज हमारे, सुन लो अर्ज हमारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे। सुख करता तुम, दुख हरता तुम, सुख करता तुम, दुख हरता तुम, पावन रूप तुम्हारा नाथ, पावन रूप तुम्हारा नाथ, बुद्धि विवेक का वर हमको दो, बुद्धि विवेक का वर हमको दो, पावन सबको कर दो, पावन सबको कर दो, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे। सब देवों के तुम हो प्यारे, निर्मल माँ की आँखों के तारे, सब देवों के तुम हो प्यारे, निर्मल माँ की आँखों के तारे, तीनों लोक में नाम तुम्हारा, तीनों लोक में नाम तुम्हारा, तुझको ध्याता ये जग सारा, तुझको ध्याता ये जग सारा, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे। निर्मल निर्मल सब जन कहते, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे। सुन लो अर्ज हमारे, सुन लो अर्ज हमारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे, गणपति प्यारे निर्मल दुलारे।
गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, 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 शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। सिद्धि सदन गज बदन विनायक, 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 कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सब लायक, कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सब लायक, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता, 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 विद्या वारिधि बुद्धि विधाता, विद्या वारिधि बुद्धि विधाता, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे, मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे, मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे। बसहु श्री माता जी मानस मोरे, बसहु श्री माता जी मानस मोरे। गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन। गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए